Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Following the penalty, Chubb. Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now Watson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in a big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done.
Set, maintain. Cut.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And some room to work. And he's taken down inside the 30. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Who's that? 218! And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I want that. Give me that ball, defense.
On first down, Watson. Screen pass to Lindsey. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Here's Watson on the sneak. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
You ain't going nowhere. Sponge. Watch the safety creep.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Fournette fighting through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Set. 19. Go.
Watson on first down. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Room here to run. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
From the red zone now, Watson. Yeah, he's got it. And he's brought down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Nick Chubb as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Pass 85, Hey, Steve 6, we go.
To throw again. Allen forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
56.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now this time, Allen will throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Allen looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And how about about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Going for it on 4th down. Allen, he's got Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He completes it to Evans. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check your hot read.
Gun.
Check safety, check.
80 weapon. Alert.
Allen to throw once more. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Slam.
They run. Chubb. Strong run, but they get to him just beyond the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
58, the money. Hey, pick your game up.
Now it's Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Again, it's Fournette. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Adam Thielen His fourth touchdown on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And again, it's Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
This is it. 19. Watch the run. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. 58, right.
Third and long. It's Watson. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Seattle. And he gets it away. A direction. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Check 53.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check 26. Check 26.
Throwing is Allen on third. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Back now in Seattle, Washington, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Big stop. Let's go.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, Watson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Good play there to step in and knock that one away by Chris Harris.
Who said that he couldn't play in the NFL?
Not me.
Not you. A lot of scouts did. A lot of people undrafted, and has turned himself into a Pro Bowl cornerback, one that really knows how to play the position.
Now Watson throwing on 3rd and long. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Running for it, here's Chubb. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Nick Chubb stops short, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike 52. Mike 53. You get what me? X3. 218.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
56.
Mike's 56.
Hey, echo.
56.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Switch.
Now Allen to throw on 3rd down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Pushes him over. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
That's good for our Seahawks. First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll toss it to Fournette. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Let's get off the field.
Pass. Hey, hold.
Switch.
Middle.
Switch.
Now Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Stop your whining.
Allen going to go on fourth down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be.
Accelerating, and off he goes. The 40. Past the 20. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Exit.
Mike 55.
To throw is Allen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Fournette fighting through, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. On the ball, on the ball, on the ball.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You don't want no problem.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense.
Alert! 32. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Hey, check flag 33. Check flag 33.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
56 is the mic. Let's go, D. Hey, hold. 56, Mike, 56. Exit. Check. 56. Go. Tighten up.
1st down, and they're going to throw without him. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a 2nd one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a step. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Target.
Now Watson, his first throw of OT. And this is going to be incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right. Anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Set. 19. 58. The money. Time's up.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Nifty footwork at the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. On the ground, it's Chubb. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner. A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it